Hey, we got an OD. Yep. It's an OD right here. OD.
The video we're showing you may be hard to watch. It's graphic at points, but Knox County Sheriff Tom Spangler says he wants you to see what his officers deal with every day. The reality of the situation, he says, is a serious drug epidemic inside jails. Officers responding to several overdoses every day.
10 News investigative reporter Grace King shows us the graphic reality inside the county detention facility, where every second counts in the race to save lives.
Hey, get my ear. I'll get in the door, can.
I need a jump bag.
It's a life or death decision, caught on camera.
Our officers are reacting quickly.
Officers racing against the clock.
1541.
They're saving a life is what they're doing.
Battling addiction behind bars.
There you are.
Unfortunately, it's a big problem. I say that because on a daily basis, we're taking some type of narcotics off of individuals that come into our facility.
Sheriff Tom Spangler says they check every inmate, but drugs still get smuggled in.
We're not allowed to do cavity searches unless we have a search warrant, but we do have a scanner that, it's only as good as the operator is.
In the last year and a half, the Knox County Sheriff's Office says almost 300 inmates have been convicted for having or using drugs in jail. The sheriff says the problem is only getting worse.
Back in the days when I was a correctional officer, we didn't see things like that. And the drugs that, unfortunately, that these people are ODing on is being laced with fentanyl, and that's made a bigger issue for us.
The executive director of the Tennessee Sheriff's Association, Jeff Bledsoe, says this is one of the issues that keeps the sheriff up at night here in Knox County and everywhere in Tennessee. He says jails see the same issues we see in our communities.
Second Narcan and mustard on this guy.
The increase in overdoses corresponds to what we encounter publicly.
What'd you take?
On January 19th,
Give me that Narcan.
correctional officers responded to 3 overdoses at once.
Hey, man.
Whenever an individual brings that into the facility, they're unfortunately sharing that with their pod mate, cellmate, and so you have the double trouble.
You were gone.
Double the trouble,
Yes, way. You were gone.
but half the staff.
We're at 50% of where we should be, and that has put a huge burden upon our officers.
It's a burden
Place one pad on bare upper chest.
that's become the new standard.
Our officers are always having to deal with doing CPR or something on somebody that is overdosed within our facility.
And a burden
You were dead.
they know can save a life.
You literally were dead. You had no heartbeat and you weren't breathing.
Yes, they've done something wrong, but they do have a family. Somebody does care about them for the most part, and they want to make sure that they do come out of the facility whenever their term is up, so to speak.
To be clear, everyone in those videos survived. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says at least 60 people died in Tennessee prisons and jails from accidental alcohol or drug overdoses in 2022. Again, that just underlines the problem faced across this state.